Hi Virgo, this is your tarot reading for the month of October. Now, before I get into the tarot reading, I'm going to give you what Spirit's giving me. But I also want to say, if you enjoy the videos, please subscribe, hit the bell. But as well as if you enjoy the tarot readings, please double check, come back when I'm all done with all of the tarot readings. I'll start doing each zodiac sign for the astrology for the month. So double check the monthly astrology. It may help give some more insight into the situation for each one of your signs, your sun, moon, rising, but especially your sun. Now, I don't do the tarot quite like everybody else. Well, I mean, everybody does it in their own way, but for these readings, Spirit's kind of given me my own spread, like created my own spread for me, and I'll explain it to you in just a second, because it starts off with the spread and then sometimes it continues, sometimes it just starts speaking depending on what the cards are. But Spirit is giving me this, maybe for a specific somebody, maybe you can understand and relate. It's kind of weird. So I mean, because I was like, I'm not even gonna say that, but apparently it's meant to be said. So I mean, for some of you, you're coming into a new position, a new power, a new soulfulness, a new standing in your authority. But what I'm really being given is either you're there or you're going to be getting there. Because I'm being given like puppets. Literally like puppets, and like somebody's just going like this with the puppets, you know, and they've been playing their little puppet game. And then what Spirit is giving me, I feel like it's speaking of, I've gotten past the bullshit. I've gotten past the humility. And I'm moving on in some sense. Because what Spirit is giving me is, and they're not giving me whether it's a girl or a boy, it's just feet on the ground. And there's like underwear around the feet. And so I feel like it's the puppets. I'm past the humility. I'm no longer a puppet. Because after that, what they give me is like a knight in shining armor holding his sword up high. You see, I have my sword back. They're also giving me, in a form, this is like finding your crown, putting your crown back on, putting your goddess crown, your emperor crown, however you want to see it, your, reclaiming your authority. Because what they're showing me is, you know, putting like the headdress back on, and I'm getting for a lot of you, I'm getting a headdress with like horns. So I feel like this is coming back into your inner godding, your inner source energy. And maybe you're not there yet, but you're becoming into it. Some of you, I don't know, it's just what I'm being given. Okay, we're not working with you. At least not unless it's at the end. Okay, that being said, it makes it a whole lot easier. On the deck, the spread, I'm being told it's definitely communication. Speaking your communication too. And your true self-expression is things that, your true self-expression is going to be things that are coming out. And seeing things from a higher perspective. Seeing things from a higher point of view. And calming yourself when things are not in that higher perspective, so that you can come back to it, relate to it, and change it. Because I'm being given manifestation all over the board, but they keep giving it to me backwards, meaning don't be festering in your energy, because it's actually working against us when we're, you know, not speaking our truth. We're not coming out with it. We're holding on to it. It's holding into stagnation, and it's keeping us from moving forward. It's keeping us from following the proper line. Because they're messing with my eyes right now. Because you're seeing things possibly from a point of view that's not as healthy. And that makes you want to think on a more negative level, on a lower vibrational level. And they're saying you have to come into that calmness so that you can rise up to it. And you can see a better way for some of you. Come here. I didn't ignore you. I'm just trying to think, little man. Like kitty kitty. Don't give me the sad look. Let me give you some love. Is that better? Are you really willing to go now? Okay. With that being said, the way that this is working, the spread that they give me is I am to first pull out what is the core energy for the month. For all Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I feel like I'm blind. I feel like maybe you're blind to a situation. Like I said, maybe this is, coming past the humility by realizing something as you're moving forward. But I feel like I'm blind. I mean, I can see, but I feel like I'm blind, like I'm being blinded by something. I don't see the truth of something. And I feel like they're trying to tell you that you're going to be seeing the truth of something. But that you need to come into a higher perspective so that you can handle it, work through it positively. All right, because I'm trying to get past that. They keep pulling me back to it. But the way that they have me doing the cards is we're first pulling out the core energy of the sign, which is you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, for the month. What's the core surrounding energy? Then what is the extroverted energy? What is your extroverted energy as you enter into the extroverted world, the exterior world, the outer world? And what is the up close and personal relationships within them? So they're different levels is what they're taking me to. Then they're taking me to what is the relationships to the goals, the dreams, the ambitions, as well as the finances. And then what is the introverted growth, the inner growth, and the message of the month is the way that they have designed this for me. Like I said, I definitely feel like I'm blinded by something. So I feel like this is a different level. Like this is something you might be working through as you put, on your crown, as you come back into your authority. You're no longer a puppet. Get past the humility of whatever made you feel that. If that's fitting in some way. All right, what is the core? The surrounding core energies for all Virgos. The surrounding core energy for all Virgos. No. You're throwing me off. Yeah, no. Sorry. Fighting with spirit. What is the surrounding core energy for Virgo? For the month of October. Justice is the very first thing out. This is, death of something, birth of something else. This is, the heart of the one who is willing to understand and learn the knowledge. This speaks to us, the heart of the one who's willing to understand and learn the knowledge. This is speaking to us of the north to the south. So this is, coming from being in the ground, planted, seated, and growing and rising and becoming who you are. In one sense, this is a soul direction, is the way that I read these cards. It is also Libra, finding the balance for the adjustment. It is also coming with the Prince of Wands. It is the Chariot of Fire. It is swiftness. It is integrity. It is drive. It is honesty. It is a turning point for the better. It is enthusiasm and drive and confidence. This is believing in yourself, knowing that something is coming in your favor, believing in yourself, but knowing that that has to do with getting the proper knowledge as you move forward. Yes, I really feel like a blind person. It's very weird. The Princess of Cups is also coming with this core energy. So you've got Justice and the Prince of Wands. So this is coming into your fire, the core Chariot fire coming back to you. Something changing in your favor, the end of something, a transformation, understanding, knowledge that's coming from this. But this is the Princess of Cups. She's very dreamy. She's very intuitive. This is the give and take. This is also speaking to you of the romantic dream and the sleepy waters. This is definitely into your intuition and into your hopes and your dreams, and maybe even a little wishfully thinking. But that's okay, because this is allowing you to move into that fire. But like I said, I'm being given into that fire, into the Chariot running with its fire in the right direction. But I feel definitely still, now I feel like I'm starting to come out of the blindness. There's something here. Let's go into the extroverted world. Extrovert of yourself. What's going on outside of you? With you, but outside of you. What's going on with you, but outside of you? The extrovert. What is the extroverted energy around you? Strength. This speaks to you of the unshakable strength, the self-trust. This is the Sagittarius, the sun, and the moon in this case, the way that this card is interpreted. Strength, it is hope, faith, trust, self-confidence. I'm still feeling blinded. Not quite as bad. I feel like this is telling you to see between the lines. See between what you're not seeing. Maybe of yourself, because we haven't gotten into anybody else. Believing in self. Extroverted world around you. For yourself, the world around you. What's going on outside of you? This is it's called gain. It's 9 of discs, 9 of pentacles. So this is strength coming into the 9 of pentacles, gain. This is improvement, settlements, looking, good luck, positive energy coming at you. It is good management. It is financial security. You're also getting the Empress coming in. This is all extroverted energy coming in around you. The Empress speaks to you of the doorway opening, the chance of the door, the opportunities opening around you on the outside of you. But you are, in this case, I feel like you are the Empress, nurturing. You're able to nurture and nurture what is needed in your life, lifting and elevating, oracle thinking. And I say it's the oracle thinking because I see the High Priestess definitely is above the Empress. The only thing she hasn't gotten quite down is the manifesting, is the magic. She's gotten a higher understanding, the higher maturity, the knowledge as she's grown and matured. The only thing she hasn't quite gotten down is that oneness, that magic. But she's working on that. And this is saying, you have a positive energies coming at you. Be strong. Stand tall. Stand tall. And I went like this because I'm being reminded of where I was being given the sword energy. Of like the knight that's standing there and the sword. I feel like this is what they're talking about. There's the High Priestess. You are maturing into this energy. You're ready to put back on your crown. I just don't understand the blindness. Death. This is all part of the extroverted energy. This is the transformation of becoming the higher you. What's going on in the relationships? What's going on in the up-close personal relationships? What's going on in the up-close personal relationships of your life? What is that energy about? Up-close personal relationships. The Hermit. This is taking time to go inward and make sure that these relationships are really truly what you want. Evaluate what it is you want and the kind of relationships it is. With it coming in under relationships, it's the infinite connection, making sure that you're connected to the true source energy here and that it is truly a relationship that is serving you is the first thing out. What else is going on in these relationships? There's the Wheel of Fortune. Something is definitely changing. It's an end of an era, an end of a cycle. This could be years of bad shit coming to an end in one form or another. And that is actually quite good. That's probably, now I'm getting my eyes back. You're seeing past the bad relationships. You're seeing past what's not serving you in these relationships, up close and personal, what's been harming you. And it's time to put it to an end. It's time to listen to the higher self, put it to an end, and start those new relationships. Move towards the healthy ones. Something new is definitely coming in. Something is definitely going away. Which is makes all the sense in the world with, the Death card, the High Priestess, the Strength card, all of that coming into your outer community. So there's something majorly shifting and changing. You're also being given the Princess of Wands with these personal up-close relationships. She's overcoming her fears. She is freedom. She has confidence. She is daring. She is exciting. But she's learning how to change those fears, get rid of those old patterns, set new patterns, setting oneself free from, shackles and chains is what I just heard. Setting oneself free from shackles and chains that's been holding you down, keeping you from elevating. So something is definitely there in a positive way to change. It's the Ace of Swords. This is a new higher clarity. This is a higher clarity. This is the breakthrough. This is the Zion in Hebrew. It is cutting away what's not nourishing to you, what is not healthy to you, getting rid of it, seeing the new insight with the new clarity and new perspectives. The only thing that might be standing in your way is fear of failure within these new relationships. This is breaking the limited mindset of what you believe the relationships have to be or can only be. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo as well. Maybe in the way of keeping you in your fears, making you have a problem with breaking past that limited thinking. This is the fear of failure that is able to keep you from your Ace of Swords, able to keep you from breaking those patterns, able to keep you from that Wheel of Fortune. The Hermit inside already knows the truth. Are you willing to listen to it? The only thing that stands in your way is that fear of failure, whether it's a person or it's your own ego. All right, what is going on in the relationships, the exterior world for the goals, the dreams, the ambitions, and finances? What's going on in that area? What is going on thank you. Prudence. And I wanted to say arena. I don't know if that makes a difference for some of you. I wanted to say going on in this arena of, you know, your dreams, your ambitions, your goals, your finances. Prudence. This is sit tight. This is simply sit tight. You're waiting for the ripening harvest. It's not quite ready. You're still maturing that proper harvest, the proper goals, dreams. This is saying don't give up before it shows itself. It is there. It is working. You are getting closer to whatever relationships is going to help bring those dreams, those goals, ambitions, finances to a brand new level, a new heightened place. It's there. The harvest is there. You haven't quite made it yet. Wait. Don't give up before you get there. Don't be filled with that disappointment because you're not there just yet. This is Scorpio and Mars. This is wallowing in self-pity because you're not there yet. If you do that, this Prudence card is going to make it even longer before it shows itself. Wait. Wait, but wait with higher self-knowledge. Wait with that extroverted energy of the priestess. This might also be what the blindness was about. If you keep looking at the future with fear and doubt, you'll have more fear and doubt. The priestess is part of oneness. She's also part of moon energy, dark energy, positive. The dark energy is just the light in the dark. Being blind does not make you not have light. Does not mean that you can't see the truth. Being not able to see it, this is talking about hope, knowing, faith, believing, trusting in what it is you're wanting. Don't let the discouragement and wallowing in the pity make this be even more prolonged. Don't also let it get in the way, like I said, of... Don't let that sorrow, wallowing in that pity also bring in, you know, the failure and the doubt, because you have all the positives coming here into these new relationships. You've got the wheel, you've got, you know, changing the patterns, you've got the Ace of Clarity, Ace of Swords, and the Hermit showing you the light, showing you the right way. You are moving into your High Priestess. You are letting go of the Empress. You're letting go of the Empress. You're maturing into the High Priestess. You have strength. You're being warned to have strength. Stand your ground. Stand firm. Don't be pushed down. Because you have definitely gain coming your way. Good management. Good financial security coming in. All of these things are very positive. Just don't give up before they show themselves is what it is. And believe in yourself. I feel like that whole... feeling blind is, you know, feeling like you're not sure, you're ready to give up, you're not ready, you're questioning moving forward. The High Priestess is part of the night. She's part of the moon. She's part of the oneness. She's the light within the dark. You have to be your own light within the dark. The very sun is coming out. You have a lot of positives coming up. And this is as I move into that internal growth. The internal growth is speaking to you of the sun, but it also speaks to you of the blessing and the punishment. This is, you bring to yourself what you create. You create your own reality. If you are in your head in negative ways, then you won't bring all that glorious illumination, because you'll be bringing illumination of the negatives. So it's saying you have to stay positive. You have to wait. You have to be patient and allow that growth to take place. What is going on with the introvert growth? This is true love. You may have a brand new relationship coming in your life, but this is introverted growth, you know, and the message of the month. So this is also coming back to yourself, loving yourself, moving into a higher self, allowing your higher self to lead you and letting go of ego in one form as well. What else? The Hierophant. There's definitely people there to help you with your spiritual growth if you're looking in the right directions. There's people there to support you and help you move in the positive ways. And I'm being told there's people within your very surroundings, your core surroundings, what's up close and close to you, that is capable of helping you achieve a different level of self as you're moving forward. It's part of the message, but you may also be the Hierophant as well. No. What else? Now you moved. What else? The internal growth. The Hangman. This is all saying you're just stop. Stop for a moment. Take that time for that growth. Like I said, if you're pushing too hard, the prudence, because of the disappointment, the wallowing in your pity, all of that negative thoughts is going to make it all slow down. You're moving very forward. You're moving forward in very strong, powerful energy. But you're also being told, slow down, really view it, take some time, because this is the foundation of the wisdom. Like Odin on the tree of life for 7 days. You could get off that tree. This is just taking a moment in time. This is coming out of the closed self-consciousness and opening into the true self-consciousness. It is the mem in the water. The mem is the fish that swims in the higher and lower waters. This is saying we're coming out of those lower waters. We're taking the time to truly become the Hierophant, to truly have the true love of life and take you into everything you want as the sun energy. But it all depends on if you're doing your work and where you're allowing that thinking to go. All right. Courage is the very first thing out. Have courage and believe in yourself. Tell me about the relationships, the external relationships. The way that they flew out, I'm trying to flip them over so I can read them because they're not upside down. They're the butterfly deck. Some of this is about leaving. Some of this about leaving something behind and finding a brand new beginning. Leaving maybe your past behind. Leaving your, like I said, I was being given, puppets and feet with underwear around them, leaving the humility behind, leaving the past behind, leaving being a puppet behind, claiming yourself, leaving something behind. Then realization and epiphanies. This is coming into that high priestess energy. Realization and the epiphanies, and these are about the relationship. Sobriety. This could be about partying too much, getting away from people who are partying too much, who have a lower vibrational energy and aren't thinking from a higher aspect in one form. And this could just be about sobriety in the sense of being healthy in your life and doing things that are consciously healthy for yourself and taking up new healthy hobbies in one form, which is also going to help you move forward. Is there anything else in that relationship zone? Relationship. See, now I feel like I'm slurring. It's not like somebody knows that they're dealing with somebody who has a lot of intoxication or toxic energy and can't quite, if I am, then you know. If I'm right, then you know exactly who I'm talking about. When we go into the exterior world, some areas for the goals, the dreams, the ambitions, even the finances, some of this is saying you may want to be a volunteer. You may want to give some more support. Show that you're capable of moving forward in this way, in this direction, of this help, of this desire, of this dream, of this goal, of the finances that you wish to create. You may want to be a volunteer and start showing that you are willing to be part of that, and then it will also show itself to bring itself forward. Self-care, though, make sure that you're not overdoing it, so that you're not being able to healthy take care of yourself. Be healthy with yourself in any way. If you're not healthy, if you're out of balance, I say it all the time, you have your four: your emotional, your spiritual, your mental, and your physical. And if you're out of balance in any of them, then you are out of balance. So be willing to be helpful, be willing to be supportive, and, volunteering yourself in new situations, new beginnings, new ideas, but not to a point where it's causing problems with your self-care. There may be a brand new employment coming in. There may be a brand new employment coming in, but be true to you about who and what you are and what you will and will not do and what you are capable of. And what is the message? What is the final message? Body changes. This could be, in many ways, this could be, health changes. This could be taking on new health, exercising situations. This could be taking on, the idea of land and body maybe moving. But this is about growth and change. In this is your main messages. There's definitely changes within the heart, the mind, the body, and the soul. There's things that are happening that are helping you to move forward in new positive ways. But can you give me one last